Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now live with Larry. So grateful that you have joined us. Today we are going to actually witness a little bit of YouTube history. You guys are going to be part of a fun little history on YouTube. This is a big day for a big YouTuber, not me, but I'm grateful that you guys are here nonetheless. But look at what is actually going on right now. Actually, you are watching YouTube history. Before we start talking about crypto, we should definitely give it up for one of the strongest, biggest names in YouTube history. He's been a YouTuber, and he's from the great state of North Carolina, just like myself. We have a couple things in common, apparently. Look at this right here. See his hat he's wearing? Well, in the studio, I often wear, this is one of my favorite hats when I'm not online, when I'm walking around in my community, going to the store or whatever. I'm wearing this Nike hat. Well, look at that. He's streaming live the same time I'm streaming live, and he's going right now for 100 million subscribers. So you're watching a little bit of YouTube history. We are going to make this fun show. We're going to talk about the crypto market and see if we're in a bull run or not. But I just thought this was kind of interesting. So the two things that we have in common with Mr. Beast is that we are streaming live right now, same time he is streaming live, which he doesn't do very often. And also, I have the same exact hat as him. It was literally just sitting over on the other desk in the studio here, which is really amazing. So this is something. So you're watching a little bit of YouTube history right now. So we're bringing you a lot of different things on this channel. This is just sort of a fun thing. I turned it on. I was like, wow, why is Mr. Beast streaming? And I see why, because he's going for 100 million subscribers. So we'll check back in on Mr. Beast, but we have to talk a lot about crypto. I just thought it was kind of cool that he was streaming live, and he's wearing the exact same hat that I wear to like the grocery store. When I go out with friends and family, I usually wear this hat. I don't always wear my Bitcoin hat. So that's interesting. So yeah, so we'll check back in on Mr. Beast, but we have a lot to talk about with crypto. Let me just see if I can lower the volume on. I'll just mute Mr. Beast here. All right, I muted Mr. Beast. We'll come back. He's getting closer to 100 million. We'll check in on him. All right, so that's a milestone for YouTube history, and we are now part of YouTube. All right, so let's say hello to all the beautiful people that are here. Edward Vincent. What is up, Edward Vincent? Welcome back. Glad you could join us. Another OG. Guys, follow us definitely. I think the camera's a little off today, but follow us both. Max and I, Crypto Talk Now 21 and DPG Maximus, please, on Twitter. Send me a giveaway. You'll be entered into the giveaway to win a WAGMI NFT from my personal collection of NFTs. Now, so the history is this. Look, Mr. Beast is close to 100 million subscribers. How about that? And he wears the same hat as me. Although I don't wear it on the stream, I wear it out in the real world. It's just interesting that he's streaming live. You're watching a little bit of YouTube history. I think we should definitely pay attention to this. You guys are all part of it. We were about to see him get 100 million subscribers. Yes, it's not related to crypto, but it's related to what we're doing because we are on YouTube. Here he goes right here. Let's blow it up. Should we watch a little bit of history if you guys don't mind? I know this is a crypto show, but we're watching history here. He actually has 1 million people. He's got almost 1 million people. He has 908,000 people. He said he had 1 million people watching. Maybe the number hadn't populated yet. You're watching YouTube history right now. We have 80 beautiful people here. We're going to get to your comments in a minute, but you're watching YouTube history with Mr. Beast. About to get 100 million subscribers. Maybe, I don't think we're ever going to get that far with this channel. I'll just have to be honest. Oh, his numbers are going down. Look, he's got the same hat as me. My hat is sweaty and dirty because I wear it in the yard. I wear it to the grocery store. I wear it out with my friends and family. Look, he's almost there. All right, let's get to the comments while we're waiting for Mr. Beast here. Maybe we'll just mute Mr. Beast again. Sorry, Mr. Beast, we don't want to hear you. We just want to see you get to 100 million at this point. Yes, I've subscribed to all the Mr. Beast channels. All right, so we'll do a fun thing. We'll keep him up, and I'll read the comments. All right, so thank you, Edward Vincent, for being here first. And by the way, Mr. Beast doesn't live too far away from where I live, in the middle of nowhere. Isn't that something? In North Carolina. So that's another fun fact. We have the same hat. I have not met Mr. Beast, but I'm sure we'll meet at some point in the future. Okay, so maybe we'll get him involved with some more crypto stuff. Iron Lux Trader. is smiling. Yes, believe it or not, I actually have a connection. I know somebody that actually knows. Okay, I know somebody that actually knows somebody that went to school with Mr. Beast. Can you believe that? Went to high school with him. So I've never tried to reach out to him, but maybe, wouldn't that be amazing? I'm sure he wouldn't come on the channel, but maybe we can get him involved with crypto a little bit more. All right. So Iron Lux Trader, remember I live where he lives. I don't live too far from him. Iron Lux Trader. Brian Dowie, you're watching history. Will he get to 100 million subscribers or not? Welcome. Boomer effing Sooner. Hello to everyone. The Jin, how is everyone doing today? Larry, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, and Patches is doing great. Mr. Beast is doing great. He wears the same hat as me. That probably is part of his success. He's been a YouTuber since he's 11 years old. We have to give it up. He's been grinding. He's the best YouTuber in the world, and he comes from where? Right near where I live in North Carolina. I know somebody that knows somebody that went to school with him. Basically, a friend of a friend of a friend. All right, so B. Hi there, Iron Lux Trader. Oh, look at that. You just witnessed history. All right. You just witnessed history for this young man right here. He just hit 100 million. We should play it. The volume's not going to be all that great. All right. He went over 100 million. Let me just share the screen with the volume. Hang on a second. Stop screen. Share screen. Tab. I don't want to miss this moment for Mr. Beast. So special. You guys are joining us to listen. Let's put it on. Probably gonna cry.
I feel like I should fake cry so you guys are like get all emotional, but I'm not really gonna cry. I don't even really have anything I wanted to say. I just want you guys to know that I appreciate every single one of you that watch the videos. This is literally all I've ever done with my life. Confetti looks ridiculous, but I've done this since I was 11. I'm 24 now. Literally all I do is wake up every day and obsess over how to make the best videos possible. It's all I care about. It's the only thing that's ever made me happy. And so I just want you guys to know that this number here, basically in a way kind of represents my entire life. Like I don't know, I've been doing it since I was 11, and I plan on doing it for the next 20, 30 years. So I love you guys. I love everyone who watches the videos. And I also, 100 million, let me close on this, or 100 million is a huge number. And it's just weird. I'm not like, I feel like we have so many more ideas and so many things we haven't done yet, that I feel like this is just the beginning. And I don't know if that sounds arrogant to say, but I really do feel like it's just the beginning. And I have so much more to give creatively through the videos and stuff like that. So I'm excited. Like, I'm excited to see where we are in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to literally wake up every single day and just obsess over how I can make the best YouTube videos possible, because for whatever weird reason, that's just what makes me happy. And yeah, bro, why is everyone calling me? Go away. I'm trying to hang out with my chat. Hey, Matt Pat. Okay.
All right. So that's enough of that, guys. You just witnessed YouTube history together with our family here on Crypto Talk Now. So grateful that you have joined us. You were watching the best YouTuber in the world that lives not too far from where I live in North Carolina. I do have a contact that knows Mr. Beast that went to school with him, friend of a friend of a friend. All right, so there you go. Nice young man, has done well. He's been grinding as a YouTuber since 11 years old, thought it was important. We have two things in common. We have the same hat, and we're live streaming at the same time. So there you go. Now, let's get into our beautiful people here. Let's go back and see. Again, Edward Vincent, hello. Iron Lux Trader, hello. Brian Dowie, hello. Boomer F and Sooner, hello. The Jin, hello. How is everyone doing today? Larry, how are you doing today? Patches, we're doing fantastic. We're doing great. We're excited. The market's green. Everything is pumping. B, hi there. Now, was I wrong? We're going to talk about it in a minute. Iron Lux Trader, look, I do have a lot. Let me stop, share my screen. I know Mr. Beast was just on. Share screen, window. There's 160 beautiful people in here. Mr. Beast just had he's got over 1 million people watching him. How about that? And we were watching YouTube history there. But look, we do have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about the market. This is the top 100. Was Larry wrong? We're going to talk about it. B, was I wrong? Is the bull run started? I'll let you know. Ethereum Classic is on fire. Welcome back, B. Iron Lux Trader. Green equals dopamine. Laugh out loud. All right. The Jid. That's why everyone's in a great mood today. The market's pumping. People are making money. The Gin, Iron Lux. I will get my left hand cigarette super green. Okay. Iron Lux Trader B was on a live. Technical analysis suggests possible 1,500. Wow. Ethereum Classic. That's amazing. Iron Lux Trader laughing my ass off. Boomer F and Sooner. His numbers have been rugged. Here's somebody new. Sandeep Kaur. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Thank you for being here. YFI. I bought at 6,300. Can I sell? Yeah, wait for a breakout. Okay. Thank you for being here. I haven't seen you here before. I went to school with Sasquatch. That's funny, the gym. Tim Shea says, hey, please, guys, on your way in, please, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button. Boomer F and Sooner. Is he the TikTok guy that gives a ton of money away? Well, he might be on TikTok, but he made... All right, I'll tell you a little quick story about Mr. Beast. I know his story. Real fast, in a nutshell. He was going to get a sponsor. The sponsor was going to give him $5,000. He said to the sponsor, look, he's actually famous on YouTube. He's probably on TikTok as well. I'm sure he is. But he made his name. He made his mark on YouTube. He's got 100 million. You just watched him get 100 million subscribers. I've been subscribed to him for years. All right. So look, remember, I live in North Carolina. I don't live far from him. I understand, you know, there's people that I know that know him. Look, 100 million subscribers is amazing. But look, they were offering to give him $5,000. He said, look, talking to him on his phone. He's living with his mom. Remember, he's 11 years old, but then I don't know when this was, 14, 15 years old, whatever it was, 17. I don't remember how old he was when he did this. He said, look, give me $10,000 and I'll give the money away. So he finds a homeless man. This is when his channel really took off from here. He finds a homeless man in the street, gives him $10,000 and does a video on it. And the rest is history. So then from there, he did a lot of different types of videos, a lot of generosity, you know, giving money away, buying out stores, giving it to people, tipping waitresses, all that kind of fun stuff. And then, you know, then it just got crazy and they just big, you know, $500,000, $1 million spent on a video production, a lot of different stuff. So you should check him out. I'm sure most of you guys know him. He's the king of YouTube, I would say. All right. Ricky, flipping tortillas. Oh, this is Blue Whale Ricky. What is this? That was YouTube history. You were just watching the best YouTuber in the world, Mr. Beast, who lives not far from me. Has 100 million subscribers. Iron Lux Trader, Boomer, Tim Shea, Sandeep. And by the way, I learned this from Mr. Beast because I watched interviews with him. I did this to learn to be a better YouTuber. He does not do intros. He does not do intros. His intros are his titles and his thumbnails. He just jumps right into it. And also another thing I learned from him is there's always a lot of movement, but they have fancy editors and, you know, graphics. When he first started, he was doing it himself, but, you know, the editing and stuff like that is all, you know, words on the screen, lots of movement to keep everyone's attention, stuff like that. All right. So XXI Gaming, what's good, Larry? Look, it's important to our community. I'm going to be so excited when we do like a fun party when we hit 10,000 subscribers, for example, on YouTube. Well, you know, that'll be a big milestone for us. What's good, Larry? Good to see you. Tim Shea, Boomer, Iron Lux Trader saying, I'm back. XRP is at 30 cents, 37 cents. Let's go. Boomer F and Sooner. Hey, Tim Shea. Iron Lux Trader XXI. I'm back. Boomer F and Sooner. So Mr. Beast makes a few money. He makes a ton of money. You know what he did? He has a I talked to my son about Mr. Beast. All right. So my son has the connection that knows somebody that went to school with Mr. Beast. You know, so I have a connection that way. And my son says, you know, I don't follow it very closely. My son says that Mr. Beast has a, you know, has a hamburger restaurant. I forget, Beast Burgers or something like that. He's made a ton of money. He's been able to monetize everything that he touches. He's been able to sell a ton of Mr. Beast merchandise. He's made a ton of money. He's a millionaire. He's a nice guy. He's, you know, doesn't come on, do a lot of swearing or anything like that. So he's made a ton of money. He is, if you want to learn how to be a YouTuber, you study Mr. Beast. There's people that interview him just to learn his operation. He has a big studio. He's stuck in North Carolina. He was tempted to go to LA. Look, all those big YouTubers like Jake Paul and what's his brother's name? The Paul brothers. They're all like, you know, LA, Miami, California, all these places, you know, big media places. He chose to stay here because remember, this is YouTube. You can be in the middle of nowhere like we are. Like me and Mr. Beast are in the middle of nowhere, and you can still reach the world. The overhead is lower here. He's a smart businessman too. He didn't come from any money. He's very honest about that. Parents didn't have any money. He just grind the heck. He's a great example. He's a good person and a hard worker. He probably will never come on here, but we can learn from him. Now, we might be able to talk to him through some back channels and get him involved in crypto somehow. Maybe we can get him to sponsor something. That would be amazing. All right, Ricky flipping tortillas. Traders reality every morning has 5K on live in the first 10 minutes of the show. Okay, cool. I'm not familiar with them. Maximus Crypto. Max, Y2K happened just now to Mr. Beast. YouTube can't go up to 100 million. Look, really? Is what it won't even show it? Let's see. Let's go over and look. Is that what he's saying? The numbers don't go up that high. Let's see. I will refresh it. All right. So now he's still going. Well, it still says he has 99.9 million subscribers. He did reach the, this is like the old, it's just replaying. He did get over 100 million, but it's not registering is what he's saying. There's a glitch. Could be YouTube has a problem. All right. So thanks for that. But yeah, so, well, we have him on pause. All right. So what's going on in the market? Larry was wrong. Oh my God. Larry was wrong. No, Larry was being still Larry. I will show you. I didn't put it on Twitter. You know what? I got to just blow this up. I'm going to show you the meaning behind my thumbnail. Larry was just in a rush today. Did not get a chance to even put it on Twitter, but I'll just show you here. I'll just show you here. Can I just show you? Okay, so here it is. All right, so what is the meaning of this thumbnail? Larry, what's the meaning of this thumbnail right here? All right, so the number 7. Well, 7 is Mickey Mantle's number. It's a lucky number. But that's not the reason why I put it on there. The bull is on there. Now, the bull is dirty and full of mud. It's a dirty, disgusting, smelly bull. It's been running through the mud, rolling around in the mud, trying to stay cool. 7. I want to see the number 7. Okay. I want to see the bull, quote unquote, run. This bull rally, whatever this is, relief rally. I want to see, in order for me to say, okay, maybe the bull run is here. Maybe it's here. I want to see 7 days like this. Now, this is day number 1. This has been 24 hours since the old man rolls out of the cave. Last time Maria was on the show. Hit the like button, guys, please. The old man rolls out of the cave, and he says 75 basis points, and the market says, ha, ha, we don't care. We already knew that was coming. Tell us something that we didn't know. So the market plan. Now, can we get 7 days in a row? Today's number 1. We have 6 more days to go. If this keeps going on, if we keep seeing this much green, and, Bitcoin's going nuts right now, right? Bitcoin has been going nuts. It's up 4.3%. Ethereum, it's pulled back a little bit. It's up 8.2%. We keep seeing this type of movement in the market, and it happens for 7 days in a row, relatively speaking. There'll be some pullbacks. If I see 7 strong days in a row, I will say, shoot, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we already had that correction. Bitcoin has fallen. Or if we start seeing it go the other way, I'm going to say, see, I told you so. It's not, if Bitcoin starts getting closer to 20, falls below 20, gets into 19, I'm going to say, guys, we're still not out of the woods. I don't believe that we're out of the woods. I don't believe that we're on a bull run. I think this is a nice relief rally, and I'm hoping that everyone's making money. And I'm sure because of the audience, and if the audience collective IQ is much higher than most audiences, I'm sure of it. And you guys are watching. It's not just because you watch this show. You're watching a lot of other shows. You're gathering data from many different shows, and you're also reading. There's people that actually read here and study, and that's what's making you great traders, investors, etc., etc., etc. XXI Gaming, I thought we would have seen a fall after both numbers came out, but I was wrong. So I said it like a day or two before. I'm not surprised if this is a relief rally. If there's 75 basis points, perhaps the market has already planned it in, and it has. So, but I also said, look, let's see 7 solid days. Let's see this market pump hard for 7 days. Today's day number 1. It's 24 hours since the announcement of the old man coming out of the cave, rolls out of the cave, 75 basis points. All right, so I threw everyone a curveball. We didn't push the button, turn them off. We actually played them a little bit to answer questions. at the press conference. All right. Brian Dowie. I need XRP to chill for a bit. Yeah. Let's get it to pull back. I think at this point, the next major correction, if there's a sharp correction, I'll be looking to get in on a few things. I will start to dollar cost averaging because the FOMO is starting to hit me. I'll start to dollar cost averaging on XDC, Quant, maybe, XRP. Matic, I'm still going to hold off on. It just pumped too hard for me. I just want to wait. I might have missed the boat on it, but we'll see. All right. 191, 189 beautiful people here. Thank you so much. 20 minutes in, we're having a great show. You just watched history. Mr. Beast got 100 million subscribers. Rafael Santos. Why is that important? Because we need to learn from Mr. Beast. Anybody that's an aspiring YouTuber, you have a YouTube channel right now? You want to learn how to be a good YouTuber? You go watch some interviews. You don't have to watch Mr. Beast's show. Watch the interviews where he talks about how to be a good YouTuber. Tells you don't need intros. Tells you don't need this and that. Put your emphasis on titles, thumbnails, movement, that sort of thing. We need to learn from him to get our message out. Maximus Crypto. Hi, Crypto Talk Now Network family. Tim Shea says, hey, Max. Pat Murphy. Guys, we are going to the boon. Finally, so excited. Bitcoin will be at 50K next week. Now, well, I don't know if it's going to go that hard. If it goes that hard, I don't see Bitcoin jumping that hard in 1 week. I just started in crypto a month ago. Can't believe my luck. Well, hang on for the ride. I do not foresee Bitcoin going to 50K in a week's time, but that's just me. It's not. It's going to go there eventually, but I don't see it happening now. Tim Shea, hey Rafael, Rafael Santos just woke up. It's 3 a.m. in the Philippines. It's 3 a.m. and I must be lonely. Well, you're not because you're here with our family. Legrand Commission, friends, thank you for being here. Legrand Commission, Iron Lux Trader, Maximus. Good morning, boss. Thank you. Rafael Santos, hey, hi. Sir Tim Shea, Ricky Flipping Tortillas. He has changed his name from Ricky, Blue Whale Ricky. 30K, yeah, but not 50K. Yes, that's in play. Look, let's be honest. Bitcoin going to 30K is in play. It could happen, but Bitcoin going to 19K is also in play. Here's a little article, from some technical analysis guys. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Bitcoin bounces off consolidation range. What lies in store? This was written 2 hours ago. Thank you so much, Best Owie. This is from newsbtc.com, your source for all things Bitcoin. I made that slogan up. All right. Bitcoin has been on a steady increase over the last 2 weeks. It has not been on an uptrend for all of this time, but the majority of time, the digital asset has maintained this upward trajectory. This has seen it touch above 24,000, just like I said. At the point after bouncing off its strong consolidation point now, as the digital asset trails 23,000, a couple of technical levels have begun to form beneath. So it's getting some support right here. Bitcoin has broken above 23,000 once more after previously losing its footing and falling to 21K. The digital asset has been seen support pushed down to 19,000. But this would change soon after. As Bitcoin continues its uptrend, it's now looking at a support at 21,000, much stronger than previously established. All right, so it goes on and on and on. They're predicting what? Basically, they're predicting it can go up or down, like they always do. But this would put in the direct path 21,000 support, but this is unlikely to hold for the long term. The next significant support level would fall to 19,700, which represents a peak. That was the peak in the 2018 bull cycle. That's a key number. Hence, the support put up here would be strengthened compared to that at 19,000. But if this fails to hold, then 17.6 would be present to be the next important level due to being the current low cycle. So if it bounces down below 20,000, I might change my strategy. No, I'm still not going to be a buyer of Bitcoin. I'd have to go all the way to 12. But if Bitcoin goes back below 20, I might be a buyer. What am I going to be a buyer of? Just a few things on this list. A few things in my favorites list I might start dollar cost averaging into. Sorry, you're not seeing that. There it is. The few things on this list. All right. So Max says, hey, Tim, Iron, good afternoon, everyone. Boomer and Sooner. He's the one that gives Tesla away if they can make a basket and stuff. Well, I haven't seen a video from Mr. Beast in a long time, but if he's still, yeah, I'm not surprised. He gives a lot of stuff away. The Jin. I think when he a few years ago he gave away a house too. The Jin, Ricky flipping tortillas. You're the man. It's catchy. Laugh out loud. All right, Iron Lux Trader. Congrats on Pat. Common Sense. My family, how's it going? We're doing great. Pat Murphy, Iron Lux Trader. Thank you. Common Sense. Incredible things coming from Shibnobi. I've heard about the merger with CBC. Iron Lux Trader. Common Sense. Boomer F and Sooner. I hope so. Common Sense. Need my 1 billion Shibnobi to be worth more than $1. Iron Lux Trader still holds Shinja since 2021. I still have my Shinja too. Common Sense and my CBC. At Iron Lux Trader, my man, Ricky flipping tortillas, Bitcoin 29, 30K, then a pullback before to the moon. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I see it yet. I don't know because there's just so much bad things happening with the economy. Now, people are wondering about the GDP. And let's check in on real quick on the equities markets as well. Where is it here? So where is it? Okay, so we got to just pull that up again. All right, so crypto news, market updates. Here we go. I'm looking at my pull down tabs. You guys can't see it. All right, so check on the equity markets. Why is it important? Because they just announced interest rates, so we want to check on those too. S&P 500 is up slightly, a little over 1.25%. The Dow is up still 1.18%. NASDAQ up a little over 1%. All right, so crude oil is down slightly. All right, so what's going on here? Well, looks like the market, this is what I wanted to show you about the GDP. The U.S. economy contracts for the second straight quarter. GDP falls at 0.9% pace in quarter two. Now, remember the first quarter, what was it, down like 1.9%, something like that? Quarter one of 2022. U.S. economic activity contracted for the second consecutive quarter in Q2. Data from the Commerce Department showed Thursday, right? That's today. The Bureau of Economic Statistics advanced estimate of quarter two gross domestic product showed a 0.9% annualized decrease in economic growth for the 3-month period ending June 30th. Economists surveyed by Bloomberg expected data to show the U.S. economy grew at an annualized pace of 0.4% last quarter. Okay, now here's the key thing. The decline in GDP comes after U.S. economic activity unexpectedly fell. Remember, it was a negative, right? 1.6% during the first quarter. This first negative reading since the second quarter of 2020. 2 straight negative GDP prints meets the unofficial definition of a recession. All right, so they're saying, Powell yesterday saying we're not in a recession. That's what they're saying. I still think that we are. Maybe it doesn't meet the official definition, but things are, I just don't think we're out of the woods yet. I would be curious to see what they do in September with interest rates again. But, you know, I could be wrong. I don't want people to have a false sense of security when you see these type of green days. Let's see that happen for 6 more days in a row, and then I'll cast some judgment. I'll say, gee, you know what, guys, I might have missed it. I might have missed the bottom of the market, but let's see. All right, so maybe, and now, you know, maybe there's not going to be a huge crash. Maybe it'll just be a correction. You know, it's always going to go up and down, but maybe there's not going to be that doom and gloom scenario where everything crashes and burns. But I don't know. I'm still not certain. That could still be in play because there's so much bad economic news around the world. Selmo Fudd, Crypto Talk Now. Welcome. Tim Shea says, Selmo, common sense. Honestly, you'll be shocked with Shinobi. Coochie Boy, common sense. Still trying to digest the CBC Keith fiasco. Common sense. Selmo in the house. Iron Lux Trader. Thanks for watching the live. Smash the like button. Thank you. Selmo, common sense. They're all saying hello to each other. Too much. What's up, Larry? And the Crypto Talk Now crew. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. It's a great day today. Market's pumping. Mr. Beast got 100 million subscribers. He made YouTube history. We can all learn from him. Selmo Fudd, Iron Lux Trader. Tim Shea, hey, too much. Coochie Boy. And Cliff, he's talking about Cliff from Shibnobi, right? And Cliff's suggestions to raise the tax to lock sellers in makes me wonder. Well, we'll have to, I'm not familiar with it, but I'd have to look into it. Tim Shea, Selmo Fudd saying hello to him. Too much. They're saying hello to each other. Common sense. Coochie Boy, all is great. It's an incredible opportunity for CVC holders with the merger. Ricky flipping tortillas. Take profits, guys. Takes profits. Not a bad idea. Make sure you're always having a strategy in place for taking profits. Yes. Feed your families and feed your, remember something. If you're really gung-ho about something, even something that's a long-term hold, you can do that. You can keep dollar cost averaging, buy it. Don't forget to have a strategy to take profits. You still need to be able to have some sort of a profit. You can always buy back in. You can always buy back in on a dip, but you should have some sort of strategy. It doesn't mean you have to put your money in and just get out right away. It depends on the situation. If it's something that you're holding long-term, you still should have a profit-taking strategy. You guys know that. Look, you guys are intelligent. You guys teach me stuff. And that's the truth. Iron Lux Trader, smash the like button, please. Selmo Futt. Holding 1 quintillion of Shinja. Marquez, thank you for coming back. Marquez 951. Hello, brother. Hello to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. You guys are all my brothers and sisters. Too much. Tim is laughing. Too much. Tim is multitasking. Tim Shea. Let's go. Iron Lux Trader. I bought 1 ETH of Shinja in 2021. I plan on holding for 5-10 years or until they complete their roadmap and they get listed on crypto.com or Binance. Well, the Cliff has talked about it before. I believe they need like $1.5 million to get on crypto.com, but they do have aspirations. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with everything. Let's see what happens with everything in the bull market. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Coochie Boy, when they raise the taxes on sellers, makes me suspect. And the new token on the way spells a red flag to me. Well, I haven't looked into the situation, but if you have concerns, I have concerns. We will definitely have to look into that offline. Thank you. Coochie Boy, overall, I love the team and project. Yes, we all, if you're talking about Shibnobi, we like the Shibnobi team. We like the CVC team, which is really just Keith. Of course, there's a bunch of people helping promote it, but, we have to look at everything from an objective standpoint. So if there's issues that need to be delved into, then, us as a community need to protect ourselves and we need to look at it. Doesn't mean that people are bad people. It just means that there might be some concerns that we need to, that have to be addressed. Too much. Tim, let's go. Laugh out loud. I'm back. He's back. Thank you for coming back. All of you guys, thank you for coming back. Please hit the like button. There's 192 beautiful people in here. Breaking news. Oh my God. I have to come up with a nickname for Gary Gensler. I don't even know. Gloom and Doom Gensler. I don't even know what. I'm going to come up with a good name for him. We've got the old man. We know who the old man is. That's Pal. He rolls out of the cave, sees his shadow, tells you what his interest rate is, and then he goes back, rolls into his cave, comes out a couple months later. It comes out more. Look, he works harder than the groundhog. He comes out more frequently. Breaking news. Gary I don't even know. We're going to come up with a nickname for him. He needs a nickname too. In fact, he's, I don't like him as much. I actually would prefer the old man over Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is he's kind of like a trader. Not as a day trader. He just has betrayed the crypto market, I believe. I don't know. SEC, Gary Gensler confirms the agency is working with crypto exchanges to regulate them like security exchanges. Oh, is this good or bad? Well, it depends on the way you think about it. Okay, so look, this glass right here. Actually, you know what? This glass is almost half full. This is glass. It's like a coffee mug. I got water in it. So I drink water out of this. Okay, so now I'm looking at this. I'm like, well, it's the old, the cliche, right? The glass is half full. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Here it is. Now, it's good because I still have water. It's bad because I'm going to run out soon. Now, this is a good thing. Okay, the only good thing about the centralized exchanges being highly regulated that I can foresee is that it will give people a sense of comfort. It'll allow people that are the old money that's tied up in stocks and bonds and mutual funds and maybe even annuities. I don't know if it's going to go that far because most people that have an annuities, they just, they don't move it. They could take baby people borrow out of their life insurance policy. whatever, it's in real estate. They might want to borrow against houses. They might want to just take money over and secure what they consider safe investments and then start to get into a new type of safe investment. That would be the crypto market. So if they're highly regulating these exchanges, it's going to give people a sense of comfort that they're going to say, well, they're not going to take my money. I'm not going to lose my money with this fake digital monopoly money that's crypto. I'm going to put it in there. It's going to be a real asset. I don't have to worry. That's the good thing about regulation. That's the only thing I can say is that it's going to bring in a ton of money. Institutions, it'll be in more 401ks. The teacher that's teaching English class or the math teacher in high school is going to be talking about how they're maybe perhaps in their tax shelter annuity, they're going to now have an opportunity to invest in crypto. So the regulation would be bringing in a lot of money, which would be good for us. Now, the bad part is it gives the government more control. Remember the word government. It comes from the root word, basically, which means to control. Let's see the derivation of the word government once again. I thought I looked it up before. Government definition. Let's look at that now. Government, governing, translations and more definitions. Okay. The action or manner of controlling or regulating a nation, organizing, or people. Let's see. Government, word origin. Can we find it that way? Okay. Old French, government, govern. What would the word government come from? Here it is. Government comes from the term govern, from Old French governor, derived from Latin, gubernare, to direct, rule, guide, govern, which is derived from the Greek, to pilot a ship. Does the etymology of the word government mean to control the mind? I've heard some conspiracy there. All right, blah, blah, blah. All right, so going on and on and on. All right, so basically it's to rule, to control. It's control. It's too much control. That's the problem. When things are controlled, you've heard the term absolute power, corrupts. What is it? Absolutely. So the more power that they're given, the SEC, it can be a bad thing. Right now it's like, it's freedom. This is the Wild West, and that there's issues with that. But I just think the more control that the SEC gets, if they're able to exert their will, it's not such a great thing. But then they're going to be tracking wallets and DeFi and everything. And it's just going to be a downward spiral. But the only positive I say, the glass being half full in this case would be a lot of money coming in because people feeling safe. All right, so you guys are smart, you know that. Common sense, Coochie Boy, no one is locked. That was a request from the community to discourage people, not prevent them. The exchange will be in favor for the CBC holders. All right. Iron Lux Trader, good thing. I'm back. I'm back. Iron Lux Trader, how so? Sorry, I'm still learning. Ricky is flipping tortillas. Larry, one morning at the New York Open between Tuesday and Thursday, watch Traders Reality. You get a bunch of great analysis. Oh, around the opening of the stock exchange. Have not heard of Traders Reality. Okay. I'll have to check into them. All right. So common sense, 1 trillion CVC will give you around 1 quintillion, give or take. Ricky flipping tortillas. I'll send you a link on Twitter if you're interested. All right, let me know. Yeah, you could send me one later. Sure. Tim Shea, I hope both. Jason T. McNamara. Hi, everyone. Larry, do you think this pump will last? Or do you think it will crash soon? I don't know. I don't think that there's a crash in line right now. There's issues. We have so many macroeconomic issues, and there's a war, and there's this, and there's that, and there's political issues in the U.S. So I don't know. I think if anything happens, it's going to be one of two things. It's going to be a sustained rally. I don't think it's a bull run. It's going to sustain itself. We'll see how it goes for 6 more days. And then, or it's going to be a correction. At some point, there's going to be a sharp correction, but I do not see at this point in time, I don't know if I see a crash yet. I don't know if that's on the horizon. I also at the same time do not see a bull run. I think we're somewhere in the middle right now. I still think we're going to be stuck in a bear market with some pumps and some relief rallies. That's what I see. But I'm not, I'm not saying that I'm not an expert. Let's see what happens. Your guess is as good as mine. Tim Shea, not sure I like it. Common sense. I'm so glad to be part of this incredible network, Crypto Talk Now Network. Thank you. Boomer F and Sooner. Let's see. Is my binge is on Bitmark and half. Okay, my shinge is on Bitmark and have no idea how to get it off there. Bitmark sucks. I have not used Bitmark. Iron Lux Trader. The government agency ensures that listed companies do not partake in fraud by overseeing the registered of new securities and coordinating appropriate filings. Yeah, well, you know what? The other side of the coin too is, if things get deemed as securities, that's not such a bad thing either. Those are probably safer havens. So they're going after AMP, for example. Now, AMP with the technology, I think is great. If they deem it a security and it survives, I think that will be a positive. That's the only positive I can say. It just sucks that the SEC has to get involved, or some other government agency in the U.S., whoever it is. Jason T. McNamara, they changed the definition of recession. I know they did. That's funny. You know why they did that? That's because they did that for political reasons. Look, I haven't bought a car in a long time. I buy trucks and stuff, but if you go to buy a car, they just label things. So I don't know if they still do this anymore, but like you go to buy a used car, they call it in the old days a used car. Now they have like certified pre-owned cars. They don't like to say the word used, perhaps. I don't know if they still do this, but it's certified pre-owned, and they're not all certified pre-owned, but they prefer to use the term pre-owned. This is just vernacular or English language. This is just a bunch of language. We can say whatever. We don't have to use the word recession because it scares people, and they want to, for political reasons, don't want to tell you that they're in it. So they're changing the definition. But, look, whether you want to call it a recession or not, there's a lot of pain in the economy. And even if it's not, even if you have a bunch of money and you go to the grocery store, and you buy stuff, it's expensive. You buy gas, it's expensive. You take your family out to eat, it's expensive. You go on vacation, it's expensive. Buy a car, truck, it's expensive. So, that's fine. If you don't mind paying more, that's fine. But, a lot of people do feel the pain. So, whether you want to call it a recession or not, there's definitely issues in the economy. Ricky, flipping toward Tia's, the word recession will come in 2023. All right. Well, we'll see. Iron Lux Trader, probably for political reasons. And coordinating appropriate filings like quarterly earning reports so that companies remain transparent to potential buyers. Iron Lux Trader, I'm back. It protects investors, i.e. Coinbase and Robinhood are registered with the SEC. Brian Dowie, crypto regulation will bring in the big boys. Yes. And total crypto market cap will be much bigger. Yeah, that's a key word, market cap. So where is the market cap? Well, look where it is. It's above $1 trillion again. It's up, almost 7% in the last 24 hours. So this is a huge market pump right now. Bitcoin up 4.44%. Ethereum leading the charge of the big caps, 8.32%, right? Solana doing very well today, 10%. Doge is up 6%. Polkadot doing well. A lot of things are just moving. The whole, is Cardano moving? Usually Cardano is stuck in the mud. All right, so Cardano is, yeah. You see that? Look at that. Cardano's up not even 2%. This is just weird. It's just when things pump, when the large cap pumps, seems like Cardano just sits on the sidelines and waits. All right, Iron Lux Trader, Brian, exactly. Coochie Boy. How about Goofy Goon? Tim Shea, my first thought is Shinobi's market cap is higher. If if I will just get an equal value tokens for my CBC tokens, the upside is less. I hope it all works out for the best, though. We'll have to wait and see. Iron Lux Trader, call him Smithers from The Simpsons. Oh, you mean Gary Gensler? I'll come up with something. I need to brainstorm on a good nickname for our friend Gary Gensler, who may or may not be our friend. Coochie Boy. I'm talking about crypto friend. It's a good thing for cryptos that are actually a security. Yep. If they make it through the fire. Look, I can't even think. When things make it through the fire and come out the other side, they come out stronger, right? I'm back. Iron Lux Trader. So the words, one more step closer to mass adoption. Let's go. Exactly. Brian Dowie. I'm back. DeFi will die. The future is centralization. Well, I have problems with if the centralization plan includes the digital dollar. I don't know if we'll even recognize what crypto is. Become maybe more like the stock market. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just, it's good for us because we're early, but it's not going to be, we're not. Look, every time you buy, let's say you buy a Corvette, 10 years ago, that Corvette's still a Corvette, but 10 years later, it's got a lot of different features. It's different. So the Corvette from 1953, I think was the first year of the Corvette, doesn't look anything like the Corvette from 2022. Now it's still a Corvette, right? But it's going to be different. So that's what the crypto is. Crypto is going to be crypto, but it's going to look different. If crypto was back in 1953, your 1957 Corvette looks totally different and acts differently, drives differently than a 2022 Corvette. So it's still a Corvette. Iron Lux Trader, Biden wants to pass legislation to protect U.S. investors from bankruptcy filed by crypto platforms. Iron Lux Trader, he wants our funds and investments to be separated so we don't get liquidated or stuck like Voyager. Coochie Boy, Gigi didn't even attend the meeting with Congress. Oh, Gary Gensler. Regarding crypto. All right. Jason T. McNamara, what is the definition of a bull run? That's a good question. To me, it just means that a sustainable pump, something that just keeps pumping. I'm sure there's more of a formal definition. I guess we could look up a formal definition. What is the definition of, because, Google knows everything, right? Of a crypto bull, so we don't have to think anymore. Run. What is the formal definition? Is there one? What is a crypto bull run? This is what comes up. One of the fundamentals of economics is that there is an increase in price when demand outpaces supply. And this rule applies to all commodities, assets, and consumer goods. When demand is greater than supply in the crypto market, we enter into what we call a bull run. Okay, so the demand would have to be really high. It's just, supply side economics, demand and supply. The demand is much greater than the supply. So there's your formal definition. Okay, thank you. But it has to be sustainable. It has to be over a period of time. I would say at least a couple months. Brian Dowie, I'm back. Iron Lux Trader, I'm back. You can repost your last comment. I'm back. Jason American, when you look at your crypto and say, holy crap, I'm rich. All right. April Cornwell, hey, dropping some flowers and saying hello, sharing the love. I'm back. Iron Lux Trader. All right. It's been a busy, crazy week. Haven't been here much. Sorry, my peeps. Okay, that's fine. Everyone gets busy with life. Iron Lux Trader. All right, so Uniswap was pumping. All right, too much. Larry, what's the latest with Shinobi and CBC? I don't know. I haven't been following the story. I think I think somebody can help me out in the comments. I think they're merging in a couple months, and that's about all I know. I haven't delved into it at all. It's been so busy working on stuff for the network. I've been working on like Patreon and revamping that and trying to create value with that, and a lot of different things behind the scenes. I don't want to start, over promising and under delivering. So that's why I've been kind of keeping stuff tight to the vest, because we're working on things and we're just going to just kind of boom, here it is. We're releasing it once it's done. Iron Lux Trader. Hi, April. April Cornwell. Hey, Iron, me and Mike Oh, I almost thought you were talking about Iron Mike Tyson because you had the word iron and my brain skipped to Mike. Hey, Iron, me and Mike been on a mission this week to hustle. Too much. It's going to take the government years to learn what we know about crypto. Yeah, they're hiring a lot of people. For example, the SEC is hiring a bunch of people. They're behind the times. It took us years to learn, and we're still learning. Yep, you have to constantly learn almost every. I mean, you have to be an active learner in all this stuff, in life in general. Legrand Commission working, but I'm here on and off. ETC is king right now. It's doing well, huh? Ethereum Classic still pumping. Let's see. ETC. Ethereum Classic. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You were right about that. I should have listened to you a long time ago. It's actually up. Look at that. 37.5% in one day. 24 hours, week, 68%, month, 150%. Boy, guys are crushing it. Coochie Boy, ETC is on an insane run. Yeah, it really is. Wow, look at that. Thank you for that. Thank you for mentioning that. Crazy stuff. All right, well, what else can we talk about? Any other news that we want to mention here? What's pertinent? What should we talk about? We talked about the GDP. And here's what you need to know. This is from the New York Times. You guys familiar with them? Here's what you need to know. The new data fans' concern about a U.S. recession. Here's the highlight from the reports. Market reacts. Placing bets on less aggressive Fed. They think they're not going to be so aggressive. I don't know. They kind of like, the Fed, he talks out of both sides of his mouth, Powell. The economy is growing in dollars. It's almost like he's talking to a couple people. He's talking to retail investors, 3 people. He's talking to non-investors, just everyday folks looking to buy and sell goods and services that are concerned about inflation. They're not even invested, not even investors in anything, not even have one mutual fund, nothing. Then he's talking about to retail investors. Then he's talking to the institutional guys. So when the Fed talks, remember they're talking to a wide audience, and you can throw in there that he's talking to a worldwide audience, not just talking to people in the U.S. I remember that. All right, Scott. Hey, here's somebody new. Thank you so much for being here, Scott. Appreciate you so much, more than you probably know, for contributing to the comment. Scott, crypto moves too fast for the government. They don't make changes that fast. You're right, they don't. The government is smart. They have the smartest people. They have the most money. They're working on everything constantly behind the scenes. They have things developed that we'll never even see because they constantly change everything behind the scenes. Now, they're working on all this stuff, but then when they implement it, they seem to go slow. And it does take them a while to catch up. So their timing is usually good on when they implement things for a reason. Iron Lux Trader April, good luck to you and Mike. Too much. Last time Ethereum Classic ran, it went from $7 to $150 per coin. You might see that again. Wow, that would be crazy. All right, so let's see. Now, Ethereum pumps past 1,700. Is the merge surge back on? Ethereum's price is soaring. It's up 15% in the past 24 hours. It pulled back a little bit. Maybe because of the merger. We will see. The market could go nuts if Ethereum comes out, second version of it. It's whatever they want to call it, Ethereum 2, whatever they're calling it. If that happens, then you could see maybe a bull run. I don't know. In crypto, if you don't need it, this is concerning to me. This is the stuff that you're going to start hearing more of. Thank you to MoneyWise through Yahoo. If you don't need it, don't buy it right now. Here's what the Fed's new rate hike will hit you the hardest. Well, they're probably going to talk about car loans and mortgages. You got to remember something. It's not just about investing. People need to be able to live. They need to be able to get car loans and stuff like that. They're going to pay more. And that's what they're talking about probably here. I don't even need to read it. Fed Watcher says markets got it all wrong on the Powell pivot. All right. So we read about this, right? Crypto. Oh, no, we didn't read this one. I read it myself a little bit. Crypto use in emerging markets driven by necessity. KuCoin Labs ahead. All right. So KuCoin is actually in 200 different markets. They're in emerging markets because it's a necessity for people to buy, sell, pay in crypto, use crypto for real world utility. So that's what this article basically is about. Thank you, Garth Jenkinson for the headline, Cointelegraph. Yeah, so Bitcoin, we talked about Bitcoin. Crypto firms reckon with risks following collapse. Now, here's something to keep in mind. This Terra thing, Terra's collapse wiping 2 trillion. So this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I bet you we would be even, we wouldn't be worried about stuff so much if it wasn't for Terra Luna's collapse when it depegged from UST, right? But Terra's collapse, it wiped out, saying 2 trillion. They're blaming it on them. A bunch of other stuff happened. But, that was the major catalyst with what happened with crypto this year. In nominal value for the crypto markets, combined with the 3 Arrows Capital loan default, leaving a slew of lenders strapped for cash. Many in the space are calling on the crypto firms to manage risk more effectively. So this is the stuff that, these different lending firms, they're probably not going to be around. And the exchanges are going to have to be careful if they want to stay in business. So that's what I'm getting out of that. Now, we already knew all that stuff. This is the top 100. Oh, guys, if you get a chance, please, I'm going to load up another video. I think it's going to be on Quant. I think he did it. But, Max had a good show last night. This is Maria and I. Maria couldn't do her show today. She had something come up with her son. But I'll be on her show another time. So there's a lot of value here in watching some of these recorded videos. Go back and watch the ones that Max is doing. He puts a lot of time into it. So that's it. So just the equity markets are doing well today. The crypto market's pumping harder than the equities. So that's it. This has been a great show. There's 152 people here. Please, guys, it's Thursday. Join us for a very special. Here's Coochie Boy first. Coochie Boy says the Ethereum merge is in September. So Ethereum Classic has a long run going forward. Thank you so much. It's been a great show. There's still 153 people here. If you would, please join us tonight. There's going to be a very important big show, another big announcement. We're going to talk about a new giveaway. So please join us tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Be safe. Be good to yourself, your family, your friends. Be our friends. Be our family. Be here tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Max and Larry Show, the big show, your show. Take care.